Sorry ass DJ.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Clear po ba ang audio ko?
Loud and clear po, ate.
Ito, ate.
Wonderful.
Sabi, sobrang kaba ko. Nag-shutdown pati yung computer ko, so I have to switch to my mobile. Anyway, again, good morning and good afternoon to everyone. So, I am honored to be with you today. And of course, happy 10th anniversary ASMSI Hong Kong! Congratulations!
Yeah.
Thank you. Manifestation of our great service to the Sisters of Mary School and to each and every one. Naiiyak ako. Grabe. And yeah, all of us are called to serve God and His people as we continue Father Al's mission of helping the poorest of the poor through our gifts, talent, time, and resources is one great way of serving God. Tama po? So, do we believe na hindi lang tayo basta nagbibigay ng suporta sa ating chapter or organization and especially sa Sisters of Mary kundi kasi alumni tayo, but because we are the chosen one being called by God to serve as members and leaders of the organization. Correct? So, as I was listening to Sister Tess and Kuya Bong, parang, alam mo yun, parang gusto kong tanongin sa sarili ko because they are great speakers and they have, parang every time they speak, they have their, lahat ng lumalabas sa bibig nila is, parang, there is wisdom, parang ganon. So parang I asked myself, am I really, am I really can I be able to inspire and motivate everyone to continue to serve the community, considering that I am just, someone who is, yes, ready to serve anytime, anywhere, as long as I can. Pero, parang, even if I have doubts in myself, I said, I am humbled by God because He called me to be with you tonight. Today. And my short talk, hopefully will inspire you, is coming from the story of Jeremiah. We can read it from Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4 to 9. It says that it was God's idea to call some people like Jeremiah, like us, the members or graduates of the Sisters of Mary School, to enlist them for God's service. In the same way, it is God's plan, really His plan, for us to serve Him and His purpose, which we need to believe. Kasi pwede namang after we graduate, we'll have our own lives na hindi na attached sa SOM. And yet, look at us. Diba? Tayo nga yung naghanap sa ating mga co-alumni sa bansang kinaroroonan natin, diba? And hindi lang siya natapos sa simpleng meet-up, kundi we aim for more. And who appointed us for doing that? It was God. Tama po? If we think it wasn't God who called us, then we are wasting our time. But because we are doing God's work and only God can appoint and empower anyone for His service, look at the fruit of our work. Kung hindi si God, then our organization will not grow like this. Your chapter will not grow like that. You will not have the support of each and everyone to reach this milestone of your journey as ASMSI International Chapter, right? Pwedeng hindi nagtagal ang chapter o nagiba ito ng dahil sa mga challenges. Kasi as we go along, there was a lot of them. Diba? Nabanggit nga ni Kuya Bong sa talk niya, diba? Hindi ganun kadali maging member and most especially maging lalo na't nasa ibang bansa tayo. Pero imagine, ASMSI Hong Kong celebrates its 10th anniversary today. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? Diba? And yes, it could only be God empowering us, whom He called. But marahil, ang iba sa atin like Jeremiah have doubts and fears. For example, our very own President Ate Wendy, when she took the leadership, ang sabi niya agad, kayanin ko kaya ate? Parang di ko kaya kasi napakalaking role ang gagampanan. The same thing with Ate Myrel. When she was elected as ASMSI International President, ang sabi niya, Ate Sheng, bakit ako? Kaya ko kaya? Diba? Nandun yung feeling na bakit ako? Ang dami naman dyan, bakit ako? Yet God assure us. So cast out your doubts and fears. Remember what God says. Ever experienced this? Yes, because I myself, while appointed as leader of the international branch for quite, I think since 2016, and it became official last year lang, March, ang sabi ko, bakit ako? Ang dami namang mas magaling at matatalino na members na pwedeng mag-lead. Diba? Pero maybe it is God's plan for us. We are called to serve and we cannot say no. Diba? Perhaps Jeremiah never expressed fully his fears. There were even more feeling of inadequacies, but God read his heart and addressed his fears like what he did to us. We question ourselves if we can really be good enough to serve the community. So afraid of people to serve, or maybe we are afraid because of the failure and the challenges that we may go through as we serve the community or the organization. But God says there is no need to be feared of. God did not promise much to relieve Jeremiah's fears. Yet, his only word of assurance is, I am with you. But this should be enough because God is enough. So, true enough, when Ate Myrel was elected ASMSI International President, her first quarter project of online raffle, we were able to donate 500,000 to factory and give away a total of 48,000 to lucky winners. Isn't it? Through her leadership, even if it has just started, we were able to serve the Sisters of Mary and the members, right? Sabi, kabado pa nga siya noon, di niya alam kung susuportahan ng members o masusold out yung ticket. But with God's help, days before the end of March, sold out lahat. Ate Wendy and the rest of ASMSI Hong Kong members had made a lot of effort to sell tickets kahit yung galing sa ibang chapter. As we can see the report, kayo yung napakaraming na ibentang ticket, and you did a lot of effort really to encourage everyone to join our online raffle. And one thing more, during the final draw, ang daming challenges na naranasan ni Ate Myrie and Ate Wendy. You've seen it online, di ba? Kasi naka-live naman yung draw. Yung place kung saan nila gagawin yung draw, na dapat may malakas na internet connection, yung app na hindi ginagamit, hindi nakiayon. So they have to do it mano-mano. And dapat yung 1 to 2 hours lang na draw, umabot siya ng how many hours was it, Ate Wendy and Ate Mai?
Mag-isang araw.
Halos, yung kita mo na sa kanila, pagod na sila. And yet, because of their service and commitment to serve the organization and to make that activity successful and to deliver has been promised to the members who has participated to that activity. Kahit ngarag na sila, sabi ko nga, alam, mukhang wala na silang lipstick, magkailangan nilang mag-retouch. And yet, they stayed there because it was God's, it was, parang nandun, it was God's plan, and they were given strength to really stay there because it is God's, it is their way of serving God, and as promised, sabi nga, I am with you, sabi ni Lord, di ba po? So what is God's purpose for calling us to serve? Naisip niyo na po ba? For God's purpose is very clear. He has chosen us who will care for His people. For each and every one of us, for our younger brothers and sisters, for our mother sisters, and for the community that we are in, not only within the organization or the Sisters of Mary community, but within your community, Filipino community in Hong Kong. Diba? Isn't it another one great manifestation that you, because of your naalala ko yung tungkol sa volleyball, diba? You were able to inspire other community to what do you call that, to support the mission of Father Al, because they have donated some amount, because nakita nila yung light sa atin as we serve each other. As you serve each other, as you unite each other, and as you love each other through that sports fest or activity that you continue to do in your chapter. So, di ba, parang He has chosen us to continue His work, God's work, through Father Al's mission of helping the poor. Di ba po? God called us, yes. What is our response to God's call? We need to give our best. And yes, looking at the candidates, the 13 candidates for the AMSI Hong Kong, for the Miss AMSI Hong Kong. Grabe, as I was, again, nung nilapitan ako ni Ate Mayrica, Ate, can you be one of the judges? Parang sabi ko, nandun na naman yung doubt ko sa sarili ko na, why am I? Parang wala akong experience, wala akong knowledge on how to judge a certain activity na parang kailangan mo talaga ng parang alam mo yung kahit pa paano dapat may alam ka kung paano gawin yon, kung paano sila i-judge individually. But as I go along doon sa kanilang mga presentation, lalong-lalo na, di ba, nanindig ba yung mga balahibo nyo sa advocacy nila? Parang yung spirit talaga ni Father Al, despite the years that we were already outside of the Sisters of Mary, nandun talaga yung puso natin to serve the Sisters of Mary and the members or our co-alumni within our organization. So sabi dito, we need to love and serve God with all our heart, mind, and strength. Isn't it shown in all our deeds by supporting the chapter, the Sisters of Mary, the Father Al's mission as a whole, di ba? We have been called by God to do greater work. And as an alumni of the Sisters of Mary School, the greater work that we need to do was written on Father Al's book, di ba po? Yung Killing Me Softly, wherein he wrote, in time, our graduates in the Philippines will generate a great deal of income to help our programs. I congratulate each and every one of you for doing that. So, even all the leaders that are coming from different chapters now who are with us today, we know that we are doing that in our own little ways by, a constant service and support to our chapter, so that we as a whole, as a unified alumni organization, we can show the love to our youngers and brothers and sisters and to the Sisters of Mary family. With that, for AMSI Hong Kong, I'd like to commend all of your efforts for the last 10 years of great service to the Sisters of Mary School through your donation to FACFI and for the empowerment you give to each and everyone as members of this chapter. Let us serve the Lord with joy. May God be praised. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ate Sheng. Kala ko, di mo natapos yung talk mo, iiyak ka na lang.
Ito talaga, ano siya. I have seen the passion for service talaga.
Yes,
Ate Sheng.
tama-tama yung talk mo
Oo,
for this.
Kasi naririnig ko pag nagmi-meeting kayo naka-speaker siya. So naririnig ko talaga, sino yung ano? Ito pala, very passionate in service talaga. So, swak yung talk mo sa'yo, Ate Sheng.
And of course, ibigyan natin siya ng flag of appreciation. At saka palakpak naman. Wala bang virtual clap dyan sa lahat? Oh. Ibigyan natin yung mga reaction natin dyan. You can have your virtual claps. Okay. Picturean muna natin si Ate Sheng kasama yung appreciation clap niya. Okay, 1, 2, ready, smile, Ate Sheng. Alright, and I'm gonna invite everyone also na dapat mag-open sila ng camera. Let's have a photo with our speaker. And yan. And also, while doing this, kasi gusto ko rin ma-appreciate na lahat ng participant dito ngayon. Meron sa atin dito, nag-work pa,
Talagang serve.
meron tayo from the US. Galing, si Ate Jen. She's a nurse there. Very wonderful.
Nasa hospital siya kasi
She's
on
working.
duty. Yes.
Okay, smile. 1, 2, ready, smile. There you go. One more time. And second page. Here. Nakaka-proud talaga tong Sisters of Mary. Kahit na may trabaho, basta may activity, we will join. Smile. 1, 2, ready, smile. There, one more